Hi, welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about creating a user interface that is something the users want to use, something that users can easily interact with, something that's a lot comfortable for a user. So you think about most websites you go to, they've got one of two things. They either have a big top bar up here that's going to be, here's, main menu, settings, blah, 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 help. Any other parts of the app or website you want to get to, right? They also have ones that have the sidebar here, which you see are very popular in apps with multiple modules. So if you want to put something like that in that you can make consistent across all your pages, kind of a good for navigation, that's really easy to do. We can do that over here. We can create a header or a footer, or we can create a new reusable element. So we're going to create a new reusable element, and I'm going to show you what I mean by this. So I'm going to call this sidebar. And now that I've created this, I can adjust the size. So I want to make mine longer because I want it to go across the length of the page, sorry, the height of the page. And it just as an example in here, I'm going to add some buttons. So I'm going to click this, add buttons, and create kind of a visual representation here of what I want to do. You just as long as the other one, so bother me if you're not. Show up your height a little bit. Great. So I could have this be the page. So I could have dashboard. I could have enter data. Have log out and settings. Right, just 4 little spots right here. Just example, you could fill this whole thing up. You can go on forever with this realistically if you want to. However many pages you want to have easily accessible, you put them here. You could also do stuff like adding in a repeating group. So there's companies that will do stuff like this where they'll put in a repeating group here. They'll do a type of content. And I've got content populated here already just from other parts of this app course I've built. So say I wanted to do down here and find one that will work. Prospects. Let's say I wanted to list my prospects. I could have this be a list of prospects, and that would be on any page I put it on. A lot of companies will do this for sales. They'll have a running list where they can just have there we go, now it's in there. Running list of sales in there that are basically just here's all the most recent sales and sales numbers associated with them, so they can kind of see it trickling in throughout the day. Or they'll have just a little graph that shows this is our total sales number on the day, or this is how much goods that are in process on the day and how much we've completed. So they can just easily view everything on the sidebar here, which is very useful at a snapshot for people in managerial roles. There. Now, what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to put this on any page I want. So I'm going to click up here, and your reusable elements go down here if you ever want to edit them. So if I wanted to edit the footer, this is the pre-canned one. I can edit anything in here, or the header as well. Now, the sidebar, this is the part that we built. So if I wanted to say page do I put this on? Let's go ahead and we'll just put this on the send data to page portion as an example here. So this is something from another portion of this course. I'm not sure if you've taken that yet, but if you haven't, you'll learn how to build this and add clients in it. This is helpful to create data, but I'll take my sidebar here and I will throw it in here. So now that I've added my sidebar, you can see that the sidebar here is now going to take up this space. So when I click preview, I now have my sidebar, and then if I had any prospects, I need to fix it because bubble is over top of it and we don't want it there. But I have my sidebar here. I can dictate that these buttons do things. If I had prospect data in, I would have prospect data showing up here with their first names. So it's a quick example of how you can build those out. Just kind of fun ideas you can do with it, adding in different types of data. Adding the sidebar and a header can be huge for an app, just in terms of different functionality and different kind of professional look, right? So imagine you log into something and there's always just kind of buttons everywhere. It makes it a lot easier as a designer to add one of these sidebars or a top bar here, and you're able to just go in, you throw this on the page, you build what the page does, and every page just kind of has this consistency, which helps with the user experience, because then the users know, okay, I need to go to the dashboard, like do my dashboard stuff, enter data, need to change some settings, all right, I'm done, log out. You know, it's easy. You could have any part of your app linked to in this. Whatever people are using most commonly, that's what I would recommend having in there.